How's it going, everyone? Marriland here. That's right, it's time for more of Marriland's Pokemon Ultra Moon walkthrough. And yeah, it's time to take on the grand trial of Melemele Island. Yeah, we have to fight against the Kahuna himself, Hala. So here is a look at my team, and I kind of want to talk about this because this is a fighting type trial. So, depending on what Pokemon you have, you may have either a rather easy time or perhaps a rather difficult time. So, Rowlet is probably the best of the options you can have just because Rowlet will have a resistance to fighting type moves, which is very handy. Additionally, Butterfree is an amazing choice here because, once again, huge resistance to fighting type moves. In fact, it's actually way better than Rowlet because Bug also resists fighting. So if you bring in a Butterfree, you're gonna have a very good time, like an extremely good time. Seriously, that's how you can win. But also, Hawlucha is an amazing choice against Hala because, you know, also resists fighting, which is great. Hawlucha resists just about every single move that Hala will use. So if you've trained up Cha at all, that'll be an amazing choice. Those are probably your best options. If you don't have any of these, it's still possible to fight him. Also, a Ghost-type Pokemon can be helpful. However, one thing to note, one of his Pokemon does have a Dark-type move, Pursuit, which will damage you, and he will switch out to that Pokemon if you try to pull some shenanigans with a Ghost. However, after you've taken out his main Pokemon, you might be able to finish the job with a Ghost type, so it's a possibility, but just kind of keep that in mind. Anyway, let's go ahead and take on this trial in Iki Town. I'm looking forward to seeing what moves you and your Pokemon will pour your soul into, now that you've gone and cleared your first trial, Marriland. It's true, I'm not a trainer, so I'm sure I don't really understand how hard it must have been, but even I think it's a great achievement. Nebby, stay in the bag. The Melemele Island Kahuna, or the Melemele Kahuna is strong, cousin. He's a trainer who can use fighting-type Pokemon to the fullest, yeah? Might not be a bad idea to work on those flying or psychic-type moves. Yeah, that's right. Psychic-type Pokemon also work fairly well, but remember, Pursuit, being a Dark-type, does kind of provide a counter. However, if you happen to have something like Kadabra at this point. Now, before we take on the Grand Trial, since we're back in Iki Town, there were two things that we needed to come back here for. Remember this rock? Well, we can't do anything with that yet, but don't worry, we'll be able to do that very soon. In fact, later in this episode. But inside of the house by this rock, remember I told you to remember this woman? Remember that bottle that we found over in the Kala'e beach? Yeah, well, on lovely calm days like this one, I always think of my brother. When we were young, he always worked so hard to collect sand for the beach. Where could he be now? What must he be doing? Oh, yes, do you need this old woman for something? Yes. You told the old woman about the letter that you found on the beach. But that can't be. It was from my older brother, truly. It's been so many years since he disappeared, but at least now I know that he was all right. Even if he was far away from me, knowing that he was happy is enough for me. Thank you for telling me what you found. I hope this may repay you in some small way. It was my most precious treasure as a child, the sand I gathered with my brother. Well, you get some Stardust for that, and it's really only useful for selling for money, so it's kind of heartless to take her most treasured possession and then just go to sell it, but that's honestly what you should do. And if I could just ask one more favor, if you do happen to find anything else like that letter again, please do deliver it. It might just be an irreplaceable treasure for that person, you see. It has been for me. So yeah, there are a lot of different, like, kind of mini quests throughout Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That was one of them, but that's certainly not the only one. In fact, there's going to be plenty more throughout Melemele Island and in the future. So I'll try to show some of them, but I also may just kind of condense some of them into special episodes, just so you can kind of play along. They don't usually offer great rewards, but, you know, it's a thing. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and fight. I think I will lead with Ruffle Shot. Now, I do recommend leading with a Pokemon resistant to fighting, because the first Pokemon he leads with hits hard. Nap Time is a better choice, but I want to see if I can do this with Ruffle Shot. Oh yeah, you might want to make sure you have some healing items just in case.
Congratulations on clearing your trial in the Verdant Cavern. Good work. I suppose you are here to battle the Kahuna. You think you and Marriland are ready for me, Marriland?
Definitely.
I have been waiting for this. Ho! I have been expecting you. Allow me to properly greet the young adventurers embarking on their island challenge. I am Hala, the Kahuna of Melemele Island. Shall we begin? The final trial here on Melemele Island will be a Pokemon battle against me, the Kahuna. It is known as the Grand Trial. Well, Marriland, you have been entrusted with the Sparkling Stone by Tapu Koko. Now, show me you and your partner Rowlet and your team's full power. Old Hala here will also be going all out. Let the Grand Trial begin!
Oh yeah, here we go. It's time to fight against Island Kahuna Hala. The first of the Kahunas you need to fight. And he leads with his Machop. So, yeah, this thing got a bit of an upgrade. Well, this whole fight did, actually. He did not have Machop in the previous games. At least as far as I can remember. In fact, it actually makes it really challenging, too. Because, this thing has Revenge. That's a very powerful fighting-type move. It does more damage. It does double damage if you damage Machop on that turn. So this is really important. If you don't have a fighting-type resistance, that would be great for you to use something like Growl or Defense Curl or Baby Doll Eyes or something to kind of lower its attack. Now, it also has Focus Energy and Karate Chop, so you can't really get away from it entirely. But, yeah. Now, Karate Chop and Focus Energy, these work together by basically increasing the critical hit chance to 100% if you do that with Karate Chop. Yeah, as you can see, that did a lot of damage. And, yeah, that was with resistance. So I'm gonna go ahead and Roost, and we're just gonna see what this thing's gonna do. Also, Work Up is a great idea to kind of... Wow, that did a lot. That did a lot. Holy moly. Alright, we're just gonna heal up. Oh, I know why it did so much. You know what? I'm derping. The reason for that is Roost will temporarily get rid of your flying type. So yeah, I don't have that resistance while I am using Roost. It's fine though. Okay, so this is gonna hurt. Oh, now he's probably going to heal. Yeah, he does have a super potion that he'll use. And that will probably fully restore Machop's health. So this is a little scary here. I don't know if I should take the opportunity to heal as well. Yeah, this could be interesting. Roost is not really going to work very well. Razor Leaf might actually do a fair amount in thinking about it, because I do have Overgrow. Well, let's just go for Razor Leaf. No, that didn't do very much. Darn it. Alright, well, sorry about that, Ruffleshot. Yeah, so we need to actually knock this thing out. Now, I'm gonna take a big... actually, maybe not. Alright, well, you know what? Just to show you how powerful Cha can be. Let's just do this really fast. Not that I recommend going in with Cha at level 8, but it does a lot of damage. Okay, so Makuhita. You know what? Let me show you the the real way to win this. I was going a little easy on old Hala here. But yeah, if you really want to take Hala down, one great way to do that is just by using Butterfree and just, like, put it to sleep. Oh, right, it has Fake Out. It does lead with that, makes it so it goes first, and it'll cause you to flinch. So, kind of inconvenient. But, like many bosses early on, Butterfree is amazing. It just puts whatever to sleep, and then you can do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gust. All right, he has a full heal for that. Of course. Oh yeah, so I should probably talk about Makuhita here. It does have Fake Out, as you saw. But on top of that, it has Sand Attack, which will lower your accuracy. And it has Arm Thrust, which will hit between 2 and 5 times. And it's a Fighting-type move. So it can do a lot of damage, or it can do very little. It's kind of a roll of the die, really. But yeah, it does have Thick Fat, so if you are using Litten, or any other fire types, it's not going to be doing that much damage. You know what? We're gonna go for Gust again. Actually, I think Psybeam would do more. Just a very small amount more, because I think it's 65 power. I don't get Stab, or the same type attack bonus for using it. Oh well, it's fine. So yeah, there's Makuhita. Now, I'm gonna do something, just to kind of... I'll say show off, but it isn't really showing off. So, Hala does have a very powerful move up his sleeve. He has a Z move. Yeah, so just like I can use a Z move, so can he. And he can use it with his Crabrawler here, the star of his show. So this thing has Pursuit, which you have to watch out for if you're using any Psychic or Ghost-type Pokemon, because it will do double damage if you switch out on the turn that he uses it, and it'll do the damage to the Pokemon that's switching out. So if you try to use a Ghost type against, say, Machop or Makuhita, who would be completely useless, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do anything, or they wouldn't be able to do anything to a Ghost type, yeah, he'll just send out Crabrawler and then Pursuit, so yeah. But, assuming you don't have that, he will unleash the power of Z-Move. Oh yeah, so he powers up his power-up punch to all-out pummeling. I know, it didn't do a lot of damage, but remember, I resist fighting with both types, so it actually does a lot, and it can really cause you some trouble. On top of that, it's Power-Up Punch that gets boosted, so after he's done that, he can just keep using Power-Up Punch over and over again, making it rather difficult to keep up with that power, so you really gotta make sure that you try to take him out as quickly as possible. He does have Leer, which will lower your defense, and it's probably the better move because honestly, Power-Up Punch has effectively the same kind of effect, except it also does damage. So if he uses Leer, usually it's a good thing. You do not want him to set up a bunch of Power-Up Punches. All right, well that does it. Crabrawler down.
Whoa, well played! Humph! The results come as no surprise to me. What a fine trainer, and what fine Pokemon too!
Tapu Koko. What? Alright.
Oh, and our mighty Tapu Koko agrees. Humph! Perhaps Tapu Koko is hoping that a day may come when he will grow strong enough to battle it as well. Except this Z Crystal. It allows trainers to share their power with their partner Pokemon.
Grand trial complete. You obtained a Fightinium Z. Cool.
Observe, Marriland. If you wish to use the Fighting-type Z power, move your arm like this. Then bend your hips like this and pose. Now then, Marriland. With this victory, you have cleared all of the trials of Melemele Island, the first of Alola's islands. The Melemele stamp is proof of your accomplishments. With it, Pokemon up to level 35, even those you received in a trade, will obey you. The moon in the daytime, the sun at night. Now to see if you can pour your heart into something that cannot be seen, but is very much real. As you continue on your island challenge, consider what makes up the people and Pokemon that you meet, both what you can see and what you cannot. You will surely meet Tapu Koko again someday.
Oh boy, and there's that Tauros again.
Whoa there, Tauros.
But there's some good news.
I've got an idea. How about I set you up so you can ride my Tauros whenever you'd like? No reason why you shouldn't get to enjoy the island challenge too. I'll take care of all the little things you'll need in order to ride a Pokemon, Marriland.
Yeah, and by that he means he's giving you the ride pager. Yeah.
Why don't you hop on there?
All right, let's do this. So, like magic, I can transform my clothes and ride on a Tauros. Hey!
The world looks a bit different from atop a mighty Tauros, eh? See, Marriland? Here in Alola, our Pokemon lend us their strength and let us ride about on them. Let me explain some of the gear I gave you. Your Ride Pager is a tool that lets you summon a ride Pokemon. According to the instructions, you need only, quote, press the Y button to turn on your Ride Pager. Use the B button to dash. And your riding wear will be the special outfit you wear when riding Pokemon. Have a little romp around Alola with Tauros here. I'm sure you'll be charmed by him. When you use your Ride Pager, Ride Pokemon will kindly come running to help you, wherever you may be.
Congratulations, Marriland. Your performance has been a delight ever since I first laid eyes on you at the trainer's school. I'm amazed that you won without even using your Z-Power. Yeah, he does say something different if he uses Z-Power, because he kind of expects you to. Oh, I know. Why not stop by the Alola Photo Club for a commemorative photo? With Tauros, you can be down to Howley City in no time at all. Very well then, off on your island challenge you go. May the future bring you happiness.
With a little help from Tauros, Marriland, you'll be able to smash right through those big rocks on Route 1. All right, I got a little something for you too.
That's right, the professor gives you TM54, False Swipe.
False Swipe is a move that will leave your opponent with 1 hit point when you attack.
I know, that sounds really powerful, right? No, it doesn't quite work that way. It only has 40 power, but it won't knock out the Pokemon. It'll leave them at 1 hit point after that 40 power. So it's extremely useful when trying to weaken Pokemon so you can catch them. You don't have to worry about accidentally knocking them out. Keep on catching more and more Pokemon, yeah, and let Rotom learn all about them. But first, you gotta go let your mom know what you're up to. When you're done with that, head on down to the marina in Howley City, oh yeah. Oh, if you're heading to Hala, you should totally check out the shopping mall and the Alola Photo Club too. What do you mean? Yeah, those things are now open, which is kind of cool. You know, the one Alima mentioned. He totally had the right idea. You should go to the Alola Photo Club and take a special photo to remember clearing your first grand trial.
Good thinking, Hal. And once you finish your grand trial, you'll be doing the same thing, yeah?
I sure hope so, but first, come on, Tutu. Don't go too easy on me now. And just in case you don't know what the heck Tutu is all about, it's actually a Hawaiian term of endearment for like grandparents and stuff. So, but a few people kind of ask about that, and it's like, yeah, that's what it's about. It's not even just a nickname. Anyway,
you're all getting so strong already, yeah. I can't wait to see how much more you'll grow. All right, time to get the boat ready. Lily, you're gonna help me clean it?
All right, well, now let's check out that Tauros. So you can press Y, and you'll bring up all the ride Pokemon that you can use. Right now, we only have Tauros. But before we select Tauros, there's something super handy you need to do with the touchscreen. Well, you don't need to do it, but I really recommend it. See this little plus sign? Tap that with your stylus, and then press a button on the D-pad. So, I'm going to press left there. And now, anytime that I press left, I hop on Tauros. And then I can also press left to get off of Tauros. Otherwise, you just press Y and then A, and you can do the same thing. But it's nice to have the shortcut. Alright, so Tauros definitely goes a lot faster, even just by its normal walking, but this isn't even its fastest form. You can hold in B and tear through the countryside. Oh yeah, this is probably the fastest land transportation in the game, which is alright, actually. Very handy, a little funky on the controls, but generally speaking, it's fine. Alright, now, remember that rock? Yeah, it's finally time to break that thing. There we go. So now we can finally reach the sticker. We're at 16 totem stickers. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now there are several things left to do on Melemele Island. A lot of them are optional. So I'll be going over some of the things you can do on the upcoming episodes. So keep that in mind. You might not have to do everything, but I'm going to kind of show you a lot of the stuff you can do, including places we can go back to now that we have Tauros. Because there are quite a few places I said, hey, you should go back here. We'll have a whole episode dedicated to that. We'll have an episode dedicated to checking out a new area, and we'll probably even do some side quests. Alright, anyway, that's it for this episode, though. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider pressing that like button and subscribing if you're interested in more Marriland content. Oh, yeah. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.